Oh, dearie me, I'm not going where I'm looking.
No, I wasn't looking where I was going.
That makes the two of us. Excuse me, sorry.
Right, now we will start by learning a few basic English verbs. And firstly, we will take the verb to be. I am English. You are Chinese. He is Italian. She is French.
He is barbarian.
You are asking for a kick up your big brown backside.
Now look, pay attention, please. I am. You are.
You are.
He, she, or it is.
He or it is.
We are.
We are.
You are. They are.
They are.
I shall now go round the class and ask you each to give me a sentence using the verb to be. To be. Taro, I am.
Ah, so. I am very happy to be learning English.
Very good. Good. Giovanni, he is.
He is a fool.
Good, but not Isidore. He is a fool.
Yes, he is a fool.
Max, she is.
She is beautiful. She is wonderful. Oh, she is...
Yes, thank you, Max. Juan, it is.
Por favor.
It is.
Por favor.
It is raining.
Lloviendo. It is raining.
No llueve.
It is raining.
No llueve,
Fracta Maria Malacia, it is raining.
We'll skip you for the moment.
Por favor.
Doesn't matter. Sit down. Suli, it is.
It is duty of every citizen to overthrow imperial warmongers. So say Chairman Mao.
Yes, well, that's his opinion. Good. Danielle, we are.
We are lucky to have such good
Quiet, please. Very true. I mean, thank you. Ali, you are. You are.
You are waiting for me to speak an answer.
Well done. Anna.
Unfortunately, I am not understanding the question.
I want you to give me a sentence using you are.
I am.
No, not I am. You are. For example, you are from Pakistan.
I am from Pakistan.
Good, yes, but now use you are.
But I cannot say you are from Pakistan because you are not, are you?
Repeat after me. You are English.
No, I am from Pakistan.
What am I?
You are confusing me.
You are stupid poof.
Don't you call me a poof?
American Embassy baguette.
No, Max. Bugged.
Hey, my boss, he all the time say he's bugged.
Yes, well, that may be so, Giovanni, but the word we're dealing with is bugged. Now, read it again, Max, correctly.
American Embassy baguette.
Good. Good. Now, does anybody know what that means? Ah, Taro.
It means American embassy full of little insects.
No, Taro, they're not that sort of bugs. Listening devices. Jamila, can you read something from your newspaper? Yeah, read something. There.
Ha. 8P.
Yes, well, that's a start. Now look at your newspapers. Juan, read out a headline.
Por favor.
The newspaper.
Ah, sí. El newspaper.
Yeah, well, read something out.
Ah. Vamos a ver. Increase in London rats.
London rats.
Sí. Increase in London rats.
Rates.
Perdón.
Yeah, Anna, your turn.
Western Welt welcomes wind of change.
Wonderful. Very good. Yeah, Danielle.
Prime Minister sold a pup.
Good. Now, that is a very good example of a figure of speech. Prime Minister sold a pup. Can you tell me what that means, Giovanni?
He's buying a dog.
No, it's a figure of speech. Look, let me give you another example. Prime Minister sold a dummy. Do you know what that means?
Sure.
Did you understand it?
Yeah. It's just one thing I don't understand. Does he buy the dummy before or after he buy the pup?
He doesn't buy anything.
Ah, the newspaper man's a big liar.
A figure of speech, I told you, it's just a figure of speech. It doesn't mean what it says.
Typical of imperial politicians who distort truth and suppress working classes.
Thank you. A figure of speech is a way of expressing an idea by way of contrast or comparison. If you're being sold a pup or sold a dummy, you're being cheated or deceived. In England, we use figures of speech quite a lot. For example, we say, as quick as lightning, as light as a feather, as clean as a whistle, as blind as a suli.
As blind as a bat.
Good, because bats cannot see. Max, as deaf as a...
Postman.
Now, Max, post, because posts cannot hear.
Neither can my postman.
Ali, as sly as a...
Sikh.
Fox. Ranjit, as mad as a...
Muslim.
Atta. Taro, as drunk as a... Newton. Yeah, well, Lord is more correct. Jamila, as white as...
You.
Snow. Ali, as smooth as...
Baby's bottoms.
All right, well...
Come and sit down, Sid. Charlie. This is Sid, the caretaker.
Most happy to be making your acquaintance.
Nice to meet you.
You want a cup of coffee, Sid?
I?
A cup of coffee?
No, thanks. No, I'd sooner have a fag.
Sure you can have a fag. Hey, Max, cigarette for Sid.
Oh, that's very kind of you.
Sid is gonna talk to us.
What is he going to be talking about?
For anything. It's to improve our English. Instead of us all the time speak to each other, we speak with Sid.
I think that's a good idea.
But what are we gonna talk about?
You'll have to talk up. I'm a bit Mutt and Jeff.
Excuse me, who are these Mutt and Jeff?
Mutt and Jeff is deaf.
Ah, excuse me. What are we gonna talk about?
Oh, I don't. I'd sooner sit here and rest me plates of meat.
Excuse please, I am not seeing any plates of meat.
No, plates of meat is feet.
Your feet are plates of meat?
Yeah, it's slang, you see. It's dead easy if you use your Uncle Ned.
Uncle Ned.
Huh? No, Uncle Ned. Your Uncle Ned.
Uncle Ned? Uncle
Yeah,
Ned?
yeah.
Oh, you mean he's crazy?
No, I think you lot are, though. Think you're taking the mickey out of me.
No. Well, we are interested in everything you tell us.
Yeah.
You're already teaching us words we not learned before. Yes, please teach us more.
Yeah? All right, I'll tell you what happened to me last night.
Yes, please.
Well, I went home and I had a bull and a cow with a trouble and stripe, you see. It was all over the dustbin lids. So I went down the Frog and Toad into the rubber dub and I met an old china plate. He looked a bit Uncle Dick, so I got him a Jack the Dandy and I had a real in him. One thing led to the other, we both got Brahms and Liszt. I staggered home, took all my dicky dirt and my daisy roots and fell backwards on the apples and pears.
Now, we are better off talking with each other.
Isn't it time you were all back in the classroom?
Sorry, Professor. We've just been talking with Sid.
Oh, yeah, I've been trying to help them with their English, Mr. Brown.
Well, that should set them back a few weeks.
Beg pardon?
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Oh, all right.
We're not understanding a word he's saying, Mr. Brown.
He's telling us about his Uncle Dick and somebody called Jack the Dandy and Brahms and Liszt.
He was speaking in rhyming slang.
And all the time we think he's English.
He is English. He's what is known as a Cockney. You see, rhyming slang is merely using words that rhyme with the word you wish to use. For example, mince pies are eyes.
Plates of meat are feet.
Yes.
I understand. Uncle Ned is head.
That's right.
And what is Uncle Dick?
I presume that's sick.
And Jock the Dandy?
Brandy.
And the Brahms and Liszt?
Drunk.
That's not a rhyme.
Yeah, well, it's near enough. Come on, it's... Right. For the rest of this period, we're going to talk about shopping.
Oh, I like him. He's very good. Shopping. I like his Polonaise. Bom, ba, bom, ba, 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 bom, ba, bom, ba, bom, brum, ba, bom.
Giovanni, that's Chopin. He must have misheard me. No, we're going to talk about shopping, buying things. Now, I have here various items which at some time or another you'll all probably have to purchase, so I'm going to hold them up and ask you to identify them, and we'll see how well you do, all right? Who shall we start with? Ali.
Yes, please.
What is this?
Apple.
Yeah.
Lovely. Jolly good.
You're not supposed to eat it.
Oh, I'm most sorry. I only had a small bite.
May as well finish it now. Suli, what is this?
It is orange.
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 That's better.
You really must work at those R sounds.
I try very hard.
Try saying, round the rugged rock, the ragged rascal ran.
Round the rugged lock, the ragged rascal.
Yes, you're going to have to keep practicing. Anna, what is this?
Paper bag.
Yes, but what's inside it?
I do not know. I cannot see inside.
Well, it's flour. You know what flour is.
Yeah, what you wear at a wedding.
No, it's not that kind of flour. This is flour to make pastry and bread.
Ah, Weissmehl.
Yes. Jamila? What is this?
Gajar.
Yes, I'm sure you're right, but what is it in English?
अंग्रेजी में नहीं पता.
Have you never heard of a carrot?
Carrot.
Yes, carrot.
Oh, हाँ. Horse and carrot.
Incredible.
No, Jamila, that's horse and cart. This is a carrot, right? Who can tell me what these are?
Fish fingers.
Good. Well done.
Excuse, please.
No, Ali, don't say it.
What do I not say?
You were going to say something about fish not having fingers?
Yes, please.
Yeah, well, don't bother. Max.
Tomato.
Good. Taro.
Potato.
Potato.
Ah, so.
Giovanni.
Lima juice.
Good. Juan.
Cow juice.
No. Milk.
Ah, si, milk.
Do you know where we get milk from, Juan?
Si, signora. The milkman.
Quiet, please. We get milk from cows.
Si, vaca, cow.
Ranjit.
Cornflakes?
No, oats.
Oats? Ah, that is oats. My friend, who I am working with, Every morning he's telling me, last night he's having his what? He's telling me he's liking them very much.
Yeah, I'm sure he does. Who can tell me what this is?
Bacon.
Good. And where does bacon come from?
And the milkman.
Bacon does not come from the milkman.
Every week I buy the bacon from the milkman.
Pig. Pig.
Pig? You are calling me a pig? You are a pig, you Italian ravioli.
Ah, shut your plates of meat, you Uncle Milk.
All right, that'll do. One, what Giovanni was trying to say is that bacon comes from a pig.
Sora!
Now, can anyone tell me what we call a pig after it has been killed?
Yes, please. It is a dead pig.
No, Ali, you know that's pork. Right. What is this? Anybody?
Tin of meat.
Yes. Well, actually, it's a tin of dog meat.
Oh, blimey. You are putting dogs in tins to eat?
I think I've heard enough.
They are better than they were.
They could hardly be worse.
Right. Now, this evening I thought we'd try some practical use of the English language by acting out various situations that you might come across in real life. Now, we'll start with you, Taro.
So.
Now, you are going to the bank.
Banco? Yes, sir.
Where are you going?
Banco.
No, it's only a pretend bank.
Pretendo?
Yes, sir. Yeah, yes. Look, we'll imagine that this table is the bank counter, that I'm the bank clerk, that you are a customer, and you've come in to cash a cheque, all right?
Okay.
Good morning, sir.
It is, sir. Not good morning time. It is, sir. Good night time.
Yes, it is now, but we are pretending.
Sir. Carry on.
Thank you. Good morning, sir.
One moment.
What is it now?
Are you Barclay, sir? Or Midlando?
It doesn't matter. Midland, if you like. Good morning, sir.
Goodbye.
Goodbye?
Midlando, not my banco. Barclay, sir, my banco.
Yeah, all right. It's Barclays. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
You wish to cash a cheque?
Yes, please, sir.
Good. How much? £10, 20, 30?
30.
How do you want it?
In money, please, sir.
£30 in tens, ones, or fives, or what?
Can I have 30 or 5, sir?
No, that would be £150.
Sorry for mistake.
Yeah, well, not to worry. Thank you, Tara. That's not too bad. Now, who shall we have next? Danielle. Quiet.
You are the nicest banker I have seen.
Yeah, so we're not in the bank now. I want you to imagine something different.
I have very good imagination.
Yes, I'm sure you have. Now, I want you to... you were going to the post office, and I am the assistant.
Oh. Excuse me, can you help me?
Certainly, madam. What is it you wish?
How much it is a letter to post?
Is it to somewhere in England?
No, it is a Swiss letter.
A Swiss letter?
Yes, I write to my boyfriend in Switzerland.
Yeah, well, it's more correct to say that you want to send a letter to Switzerland, not a Swiss letter. It could be rather embarrassing if you were writing to someone in France. Oh, it doesn't matter. Yes,
I think I need some extra English lesson. Maybe I could stay here with you after class?
No, I don't think we could do that.
Well, I come home with you and you can teach me a lot, sir.
Yes, I'm sure I could, but I think you know quite sufficient already. Now, is there anything else you want?
Yes, but I cannot tell you here.
From the post office?
No, nothing.
Well, all right. Thank you, Danielle. That'll do. Now, Juan.
Si, señor.
You are going to the employment exchange.
Por favor.
Well, you're going to get a job.
I have job.
Yeah, I know that, but we're assuming that you don't and that you're going to the employment exchange to get one. As I explained to Taro, we are just pretending.
Sora.
Right. What is your name?
You know my name.
Yes, I do, but the clerk at the job centre doesn't.
Si. Juan Cervantes para servirle.
Right. Are you married?
Sí. I'm married to Gina Lollobrigida.
Don't be ridiculous.
Pretending.
Touché. All right. What sort of a job are you looking for?
A plenty money job.
Yeah, but what sort of work do you want to do in order to earn this plenty money?
Plenty little.
All right, Juan, thank you. That'll be sufficient.
Pity. I like it. A very good game.
Thank you, Juan. Right, now, Ranjit.
What is it you're wanting me to do?
You are going to the doctor's.
And what is the nature of my complaint?
Well, let's just say that you don't feel well.
But I'm never feeling better.
Yeah, well, pretend you have a cold.
A cold what?
All right, let's forget about the cold. Just imagine that you have a pain.
Very well, sir.
Well, go on.
1,000 apologies. I am waiting for you to say, next, please. Doctor always say, next, please.
Next, please.
Good morning, doctor.
Good morning. And what seems to be the trouble?
I have terrible pain.
Whereabouts?
In my imagination.
You're supposed to pretend it's a real pain.
1,000 apologies again. I have real terrible pain.
Good. Now, whereabouts is this pain?
In my foot.
Yeah.
Well, until Mr. Brown returns, I shall take the class.
Signora, where are you taking us?
I am not taking you anywhere. I'm going to ask you a few questions on general knowledge.
Hello.
Now, first of all, can anyone tell me who said to be or not to be?
Please, you just said it.
Yes. But before I said it, who said it?
Excuse, please.
Yes?
Chairman Mao.
It may come as a surprise to you to know, but other people wrote things besides Chairman Mao.
Chairman Mao liked everything.
Well, he certainly didn't like right to be or not to be. Now, does anybody know?
William Shakespeare.
Correct.
Excuse, please. Who is this William Spearshake?
Shakespeare.
1,000 apologies.
Are you not familiar with Shakespeare's works?
Is it a big place?
Is what a big place?
These works of Shakespeare.
I am referring to the things he wrote.
Ah, scusi.
Now then, can anyone tell me what the population of England is? Miss Schmidt?
Yeah, English.
Not any longer. However, what I really meant was how many people are there?
I do not know. I have not counted them.
Well, let me ask you a simple question. Mr. Nagazumi.
Ah, so.
Can you tell me how many peas there are in a pound?
Depend on size of piece.
I think you had better all go back to studying your books until Mr. Brown returns. It surely can't be much longer. I hope you've explained to your Indian lady the difference between free and free offer.
Oh, yes, she understands it now. Don't worry, it won't happen again. This week, we're going to look at the vowel sounds, right? Now, does anybody know what a vowel sound is?
Yes, please. It is a rumbling tummy.
Well, a vowel, not bowel.
Sorry, please.
Right, well, there are 5 vowels in the alphabet. A, E, I, O, and U.
A, E, I, O, U.
Good. Now, firstly, we'll take the letter A. Now, this can be pronounced in 3 different ways. It can be A, or R.
A,
Or R.
Excuse me.
Yes, Max?
I am not understanding. How can A be a R?
It's not the letter R, it's sometimes pronounced R.
Anayama, what language?
It's all right, I'll give you some examples. Let us take the word F-A-T. Now, that has a flat A sound. Good. But if we add an E to the end of fat, then what do we have?
Fatty.
No, Giovanni, fate. Now, does anybody know what the word fate means?
Por favor.
Yes, Juan.
Two fate.
Two fate?
Sí, señor. One right fate, one left fate.
No, Juan, those are feet.
Perdón.
Right, moving on to the E. Now, the letter E is usually pronounced E, as in bet, set, get. There are, of course, exceptions to the rule. For example, F-E-T-E is also pronounced fate.
Sí, señor. One right fate, one left fate.
No, Juan.
No?
No.
Perdón.
Our feet, I told you before.
It's all right, it's all right.
Right. Moving on to the letter I. This is usually pronounced I or I. Good. Now, can anybody give me an example of the I sound? Well, how would you pronounce F-I-T?
Feet. Sí, señor. One right feet, one left feet. No?
Ya, imbecille.
Yo imbecille? Imbecille tu, italiano idiota.
Non ha capito niente!
Listen, if you want to argue, argue in English.
Go back to Italy, you Italian spaghetti.
You big Spanish omelette.
Excuse me, her ladyship wants to see you in the office.
Oh, thank you, Gladys. I'll be in a moment.
Yes, all right.
Hey, maybe she's going to get you a birthday present.
Yes, and maybe the Pope's getting married.
He is? I never read that.
No, it was a joke. Look, I'll be as quick as I can. Meanwhile, if you'll all turn to page 83 and study the sentences giving examples of the various vowel sounds. Firstly, have you all done your homework?
Yeah.
Good. Well, we'll see how well you've done. Juan.
Por favor.
Yeah. What answer did you give to question 1? Explain what is wrong with the following sentence. The cows was in the field.
Un momentito. The cows was not in the field.
No, Juan, that is not the correct answer.
The cows was in another field.
Cows were in the field.
I didn't see them.
All right, now, Ranjit, question 2. Name the 3 classes of gender and give an example of each.
1,000 apologies. But I have answered that question with nothing.
You mean you haven't answered the question?
That is the gist of what I am saying. I am not comprehending the meaning of the word gender.
Gender is the grammatical classification of the sex of proper nouns.
But you are learning about English, not about sex.
You cannot learn sex from books, Ranjit. You either have it or you don't have it.
I have it. I know all about sex.
Me too.
So may I remind you that we're not here to discuss sex.
Why not? It is very interesting subject.
Yes, I'm aware of that, but there's a time and a place for everything.
You tell me the time and the place, and I shall be there.
Quiet, please. Can we get back to the matter of your homework? Ranjit, the word gender refers to whether or not a proper noun is masculine or feminine.
Now I am understanding.
And what is the other?
Other what?
Gender. There are 3 classes of gender. One is masculine, one is feminine, and the other is...
Poof!
Neuter.
1,000 apologies.
Right. Suli.
Yes, Mr. Blount.
Question 3. Give the feminine of the following. Lion.
Lioness.
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 No,
R.
You're not saying it right.
Fairly sorry.
I know. Try saying lioness.
Lioness.
Good. Well, in future, every time you see an L, pretend it's an R, right? Anna.
Yeah.
Feminine of Duke.
Duke S.
Duchess. Jamila.
G.
Now be careful. The feminine of monkey.
Monkey S.
No.
No?
No, the feminine of monkey is monkey. There is no difference between masculine and feminine.
Excuse, please. You are mistaken. I'm seeing them in the zoo, and there is a very big difference.
I am referring to the word itself, not their physical appearance. Ali.
Yes, please.
Question 4. Explain what is wrong with the following sentence. Waiter, I would like some chops of pork.
Waiter, I would not like some chops of pork.
No, Ali, that's not right.
Yes, please. It is against my religion to be eating pork.
The word pork is immaterial. How do you feel about lamb?
Oh, blimey. I like lamb very much.
Right. Well, let us suppose that the question read, waiter, I would like some chops of lamb. What is wrong with that?
I should be asking for minty sauce.
You should be asking for lamb chops, not chops of lamb.
Jolly good.
Max, question 5. Quite a hard one, this. Construct a sentence using the word indisposition.
Sure. Every Saturday, I play football, and I am being the goalkeeper because I like playing in this position.
Silence! Look, this is no laughing matter. If your present standard is anything to go by, you haven't a chance of passing your exams. Now, I suggest you all take an early tea break, study those questions, and let's hope that you show some signs of intelligence. Otherwise, we might as well stop wasting each other's time. We'll pick a subject, and then we'll all discuss it thoroughly. Now, what would you like to discuss?
Girls.
I don't think so, Giovanni. Anybody, any other suggestions?
Sport.
Sport. Yes, good idea. That's a good subject, Max. Right, sport. Now, although most sports are international, there are, of course, various activities which are peculiar to individual countries. For example, the national sport of France is...
Football.
Good. Well done, Danielle. And the national sport of Italy?
Girls.
That's not a sport.
Maybe not, but it's more popular than football.
Julie, what is the national sport of China?
China excellent at everything, especially table tennis and athletics.
Japan, much more athletical. Champions of karate.
Chinese kung fu much superior to Japanese karate.
Not so. I'm a black belt. Kung fu much inferior.
Hi-ya!
Oh! All right, that'll do. Come on, we don't want any more Oriental punch-ups. Go and sit down. Go. Right, who can tell me what the national sport of England is? Yes, Jamila?
Bowling.
Bowling?
I'm bowling green. Bowling.
Oh, bowls? Ah, well, yes, that's not exactly the national sport. No, that honour goes to cricket.
Please. I not understand cricket.
Well, it's quite straightforward. There are 2 teams of 11 men each, and one side goes in, and the other side have to try and get them out.
I didn't know you could play it indoors.
It's not played indoors.
Yeah, but how can somebody be out when he's already out?
Well, I'm trying to explain. You see, the team that is bowling is on the field, and the team that is batting is in the pavilion. Now, the first 2 men, batsmen, come out to go in. And then the first one of those to be out goes back in, and then another batsman comes out to go in. Is that clear so far?
Oh, sure. When he's in, he's not really in, he's out. And when he's out, he's not really out, he's in.
That's right.
Panayamu, it's crazy.
I have to tell you that Mr. Brown will not be with us tonight. It appears that he has a virus.
Oh, is that his girlfriend?
He has the flu. He is laid up in bed.
Excuse, please. How can he be laid up in bed? Surely you are meaning he's laid down.
The term to be laid up means the same as being struck down.
Panayamu, what a language!
There is nothing wrong with the English language. It is the most widely spoken language in the world. Does anyone know the origin of the English language? Well, come along. Where did English come from?
England.
Not quite. The early Britons were Celtic.
From Glasgow.
Beg your pardon?
There's Glasgow Rangers, Glasgow Celtic, football.
I was not referring to football. I was talking about the race.
No, it's not a race, it's a football. I see them play Inter Milano in the cup.
Now, don't contradict me. And if I have any more of your stupid remarks, I shall send you out of the class. The Celts were a race of people. Then came the Gauls.
You see, I was all right. You have the Gauls in football.
All right, Mr. Capello, I did warn you. Kindly leave the class.
Where do I go to?
Well, I suggest that you go home and study your books. Now, where was I?
You were standing there and you are still standing there.
Silence! Now take heed, because I shall not tell you again. Anyone who persists in uttering idiotic nonsense will be sent home. Now, the Romans invaded Britain in 43 AD. Can anyone tell me what AD means?
After dark.
Right, now this evening we're going to concentrate on the alphabet. I'm going to go around the class, and I want each of you to give me a word beginning with a different letter from the alphabet. Max, we'll start with you. A or A? A desk. No, Max, that's a D.
All right, D-desk.
No, Max, desk does not begin with the letter A. I want a word beginning with the letter A.
A door.
Good, a door. Well done.
Excuse, please.
Yes, Ali?
I'm not understanding why you are saying a desk is not right, but a door is right.
Ah, yes. Well, you see, when Max said adore, he was meaning the verb to adore. And although they do sound the same, he didn't mean a door. For example, this door. Am I right, Max?
Sure, you're right. I'm meaning any door.
At this rate, it'll take us a week to get through the alphabet. Oh, we'll try again, Max. Please give me a word beginning with the letter A. And I don't want A something, just one word beginning with the letter A. Think of a fruit.
Apple?
Apple. Good. Danielle. B.
B for brown.
Good.
B for beautiful.
Yeah, thank you, Danielle. Hannah. C.
Red.
Red. What's that got to do with C?
Red Sea.
I want a word beginning with the letter C.
Cow.
Yes, well done. Taro. D.
Arthur. Darko.
Darko. Well, dark.
Dark. K.
Yes, good. Jamila. E.
Hefning.
Good. Excellent. Well done. Giovanni. F.
Thick.
Thick.
That's right.
No, there's no such word as thick.
Sure there is. My boss is English, and he say lots of times, through thick and through thin.
Yes, well, your boss's grammar isn't very good, and don't give me the old chestnut about his grammar being very good for her age.
I not say that.
Good.
She's dead.
Quiet, everybody. Look, there's far too much levity in this class. Don't forget that you have your exams coming up shortly. Now, try and take it seriously, please. Giovanni, a word beginning with F.
Female.
Good. Well done. Suli. G.
Glade.
Glate.
As in Great Wall of China, built by glorious Chinese workers.
Ah, yes. Thank you, Suli.
Perdón.
Ah, Juan. Well, we're just going through the alphabet.
Por favor.
A, B, C, D, E.
Ah, sí, alfabeto. A, B, C, D.
Would you like to give me a word beginning with the letter H?
Sí. Pues, mira, por favor.
Palabra.
Palabra. July.
July?
Sí. April, May, June, July.
No, Juan, that's a J. July. I want H.
Sí. Hacienda.
Yeah, well, I'll accept that.
Por favor.
It's all right, doesn't matter. Sit down. Good. Ali. I.
You are what?
A word beginning with the letter I.
Infidel.
Are you meaning me?
Hi, pair of you. Sit down. Ranjit. J.
Jackass.
Are you meaning me?
Most definitely.
Not your damn head one of you, monkey face.
Quiet, please. Sit down, both of you. Danielle. K.
K for kind-hearted.
Good.
K for kiss.
Listen, I think that'll do, Danielle. Thank you. Max. L. Elephant. No, Max, try again.
Lovely.
Good. Anna. M.
Meistersinger.
Camilla. N.
Knitting.
No, knitting begins with a K.
लो जी अच्छी ज़बान है को सीखे तो कैसे सीखे लिखते कुछ हैं बोलते कुछ हैं
What do you knit with?
wool.
Now, what are these?
Needles.
Needles. Excellent. Well done. Giovanni, can you give me a word beginning with the letter O?
Horrible.
No.
Holiday?
No.
Hopeless?
Yes, you are. You keep dropping your aspirates.
Huh? I'll not drop nothing.
No. An aspirate is the sound made by the letter H. The words you've given me all start with H and not with an O.
Scusi.
I want a word beginning with O. Come on.
How to cite?
That's better.
Cocky.
Ali. Yeah, yes, please.
What is a noun?
Oh, blimey. It is very simple. Nauna is a lady who is living in a convent.
That's a nana. Jamila. What's the plural of a thief?
Huh?
The plural of a thief.
A thief. Robbers.
No, not robbers. Look, these are robbers. Now, one a thief, two
thieves.
That's better. Max, what's the opposite of bitter?
Lotter.
That's not right.
Sure it is. Opposite of bitter money is lotter money.
Quiet, please.
Silencio!
Thank you, Giovanni. You can sit down now. Juan, I think it might be a good idea if Boris sat next to you.
Ahí, vamos.
For your general information, Boris is from Russia.
Much better he sit next me, rather than representative of capitalist philosophy.
Sorry to disappoint you, Sully, but Boris has decided to change horses.
Oh, blimey. Is he a Russian cowboy?
No, Ali, I mean that he's decided that he prefers our democratic way of life to the Russian regime. He's a defector.
He's traitor. Better link Russian embassy.
That will do no such thing, Sully. Boris has made his decision, and after the class, Miss Courtney will inform the Home Office, who will then decide whether he can stay.
Why he wish to leave Russia?
Well, I haven't the faintest idea.
Hey, maybe he's a spy.
Yeah, a double agent.
Maybe Sully is right. We send them back where they came from.
He should be interrogated.
Sit down, everybody. Quiet, please. Sit down. I'm sure that Boris has a perfectly good reason for wishing to remain here. Boris?
Dada?
Would you come out here, please? Juan?
Yes.
Does Boris speak any English?
I teach him a little.
Oh, good. Why do you wish to leave Russia?
Por favor?
I see you speak English as well as Juan does. Yeah, it's all right. Why do you wish to leave Russia?
Nie poнимаю.
Well, come over here. Russia?
Da.
England?
Da.
Why you leave Russia to stay in England?
Yeah?
A woman.
Da.
Is this true, Juan?
Si. Last night in bar, he meets beautiful girl. He has fallen, how you say, heels over head.
Head over heels.
Yeah.
Oh, well, thank you, Boris. You can sit down now. Sit down.
Da.
Vive l'amour, Boris.
Well, Sully, I'm sure even you wouldn't wish to stand in the way of true love.
True love should be for state, not individual.
Yes, well, not this side of the Iron Curtain. Now, where were we up to in the alphabet? Which letter have we got to?
P.
P. Well, then suppose you give me a word beginning with P.
Propaganda.
Propaganda.
As used by decadent Western world to spread lies about glorious peace-loving Chinese.
Sully, do you have to make a political speech every time you answer a question?
Yes. Chairman Mao, he said, it is duty of those who can see to guide blind to right of truth. The 8 points for attention are as follows. Do not damage clocks. Do not take liberties with women. Do not...
Sit down, thank you, that'll do. Ali, you give me a word beginning with Q. Q? Yes, go on.
Q.
Yes, come on.
Q.
Ali, will you give me a word beginning with the letter Q?
Oh, blimey. I'm giving it to you 3 times already. Q. Like bus, stop, Q.
Oh, I see. Yes, I'm sorry. Well done. Taro, A.
Asa.
Radio. Good. Ranjit, S.
Eskimo.
Eskimo begins with an E.
1,000 apologies.
Think of a word that describes you.
Stupid.
You call me stupid, you half-witted Pakistani papadam.
Don't you call me Pakistani papadam, you brown of chapati.
All right, that'll do. Sit down, the both of you. Juan, T.
Por favor.
T.
Ah. Tea. Tea. No vodka, tea.
No, Juan, I don't mean it's time for the tea break.
Por favor.
Never mind, sit down.
No vodka.
Juan, I ask you the question. What is the name for a group of cows?
Por favor.
Hey, come on, you know what I'm saying. You might have fooled Professor, you're not to fool me, huh? Now, what's the name for a group of cows?
I don't know.
A herd of cows.
Por favor.
Herd of cows.
Sure, I heard of cow.
Santa Maria, a herd of cows is a lot of cows.
And you speak a lot of bull.
Thank you, Giovanni.
Oh, thank goodness you're back. I tell you, Professor, I don't know how you put up with all these foreigners.
Boris.
Dada?
Yeah, well, there's a set of friend of yours outside. He's waiting to take you back to the ship, Captain Ivanovich.
Niet.
Yeah, not niet, da. He's told me all about Anastasia.
Anastasia.
For your general information, Anastasia is Boris's wife back in Russia.
Oh, the randy old Cossack.
You will permit me, Mr. Brown?
It's all yours, Captain.
Boris Borisovich, Golubчик.
Идите сюда! Как же вам не стыдно? И со мной пойдемте, но не на сецу! Когда не стыдно! Как же вам не стыдно?
Right, now come along, pay attention. We've had enough interruptions for one evening. Which letter in the alphabet were we up to?
Ah. Me. Te. Tea.
Good. Well, one.
Tobacco.
Tobacco. Good. Max. You.
Me?
No, the letter U.
Umbrella.
Yes, good, but not humbrella, umbrella.
Hockey.
Anna. V.
Vent.
Vent? Yes, good, as in air vent.
Nein, as in I went to wash my hands.
No, Anna, those words begin with W. I want a word beginning with V. What instrument does Yehudi Menuhin play?
A fiddle.
Oh, a violin.
Violin, natürlich, ja.
Good. Danielle. W.
W for war.
Good.
W for when?
I only wanted one word, Danielle.
You spaghetti head, you are not understanding. I'm explaining to you. Tomorrow, I'm having the honor of leading the prayer in our holy mosque. So tonight, I'm going to have a practice after the class.
Ah, waste of time. The Sikh religion is the true faith.
That's not true. Catholic religion is a true faith.
Roman Catholic.
What about Greek Orthodox?
What about Martin Luther?
Shinto.
What up? Religion not true, only state is true.
Settle down, everyone, sit down. Actually, you're all wrong. According to the Bible, the original true faith was the Jewish one.
I don't believe it.
It's true, it's Holy Writ. Who writ it? Holy Writ is the Bible.
Yeah, you can't believe everything you read in the Bible.
No, why not?
Well, some of it's, how you say, fairy tales. You take it that Adam and Eve. Now, you're not going to tell me it was only an apple he was after.
Yeah, I know what he was after.
I'm sure you do, but we won't pursue that. You're here to improve your English, not disprove the Bible. Danielle is late this evening. However, we'll carry on without her. Right, as you know, in a few weeks' time, you will all be taking your lower Cambridge. So tonight, I thought I'd give you an oral examination.
You are wanting to look at our tooths?
No, I mean that I'm going to go around the class and ask you all to give me some answers and hope that I get some correct ones.
We are having a quiz.
Yes, sort of.
Like Mr. Mind.
Mastermind.
Yes, please.
Yes, actually, that's not a bad idea, Ali. Let's make it competitive. We'll have a knockout competition.
You mean like at a big punch-up?
No. Only verbally. I'll go round the class, and whoever fails to answer a question correctly drops out, all right? Now, where shall we start? Yes, Jamila, I'll give you an easy one to start with. What is the plural of goose?
Goose.
Yes. One goose, two...
Gooses?
She's knockered out.
Jamila, the plural of goose is geese.
Oh, geese.
We won't count that. Let's have another one. Let me see. What is the opposite of good?
Not good.
Well, I would have preferred you to have said bad, but we'll accept that. All right. Giovanni, what is an epistle?
That's easy. An epistle is the wife of an apostle.
That's you out.
I'm wrong.
Yes, an epistle is a letter. Max, give me another word for forward.
MacDonald.
MacDonald?
Yeah, he plays forward for Arsenal.
I don't mean that kind of forward. Another word for moving forward.
Advance?
Advance, yes, good, well done. Anna, another word for debunk.
Debed.
No, it means to ridicule. Ali, correct the following sentence. Last night, I am going to the cinema.
Last night, I'm not going to the cinema.
Wrong.
It is not wrong. Because last night, I'm not going anywhere at all.
You should have said last night, I went to the cinema.
But I'm telling you, I didn't went.
It doesn't matter whether you did or didn't. You're out. Right, so now who haven't I asked a question so far? Right, Suli, give me the comparative and the superlative of the following adjective, all right? Rude.
Lewd, lewder, lewdest.
Right. Ranjit, complete the following proverb. A bird in the hand...
Makes mess on your wrist.
A bird in the hand is worth two in the bush. You're out. Right, Danielle, explain the meaning of the word illiterate.
That is someone whose parents are not married.
Danielle, that's illegitimate. Sorry. Juan.
Si, senor.
Give me the opposite of the following words. Ready?
Not ready.
Yeah, I hadn't started. Juan.
I lost.
That's enough.
That's not enough.
Stop.
Go.
Sit down.
Stand up.
Oh, somebody stop him, please.
Silencio.
Hey, I do good, eh?
Yes, good.
Yo soy un talento.
Right, Taro.
Also.
Give me the following tenses of the verb to move. Past perfect, the present perfect, the past continuous. Well, say something, Taro.
I'm out.
Right, so who have we got left in? Yeah, well, let's see how many of you can survive another round. Miller, can you count up to 10?
जी?
Count up to 10. 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
No, in English.
1, 2, 4,
3.
6.
Oh! Sorry, gentlemen. Max, give me another word and explain to me what is the meaning of syntax.
Is it a tax you pay when you go to the church?
No, it means sentence construction. Suli, spell democracy.
C-H-I-N-A.
I suppose if I'd asked you to spell dictatorship, you'd have spelled out England.
Or America.
Well, Juan, that leaves only you. If you can answer the next question correctly, you will be the brain of the class, which doesn't say an awful lot for the rest of you.
Por favor.
Never mind. Now, here is your question. What is another name for a valley between two mountains?
Valley between two mountains.
See, yes.
Pass. I win! I am the big talent, the big brain.
Yeah, it goes with your big head.
Don't start. So, before we break for tea, I'm going to go round the class, and I want each of you to speak for 1 minute in turn on whatever subject I give you, all right? We'll start with you, Danielle. Your subject is the seaside.
The seaside. I like to go to the beach, take all my clothes off and lie in the sun.
Tell me which beach I come and watch.
Don't interrupt, Giovanni. Sit down. Go on, Danielle.
One weekend, I went to the Isle of the Man.
At the Isle of Man?
Yes, but I was very disappointed they were not all men.
Yes, well, thank you, Danielle. That'll do. Well done. Ali.
Yes, please.
Television.
Jolly good. I'm liking very much the English television. Every night I'm watching the crosswords.
Crossroads?
Yes, please. I'm also liking all the advertisements. And I am learning lots of useful English things. Like graded grains making finer flour. And little perforations.
Yes, very useful.
Only one thing I'm not liking.
What's that?
Paying the money for the license.
Not to worry, Ali. Thank you. Well done.
Jolly good.
Shuli, your subject, philosophy.
Very good. In Democratic Republic of China, philosophy is for the proletariat, where all property invested in community, each member working according to his capacity and receiving according to his wants, as opposed to Western philosophy, where proletariat exploited by corrupt capitalists and imperialistic warmongers who seek only to oppress working classes and create class hatred. Chairman Mao, he said...
That is not true. Now sit down. Jamila, a minute, please, on art.
Art?
Painting.
Oh, acha, painting. I like very much painting. Last Wednesday's day, I did painting.
But you painted a picture?
No picture. I painting kitchen door.
I don't mean that sort of painting. I mean works by the great masters, like Leonardo da Vinci, Turner, Matisse, Van Gogh.
Oh, acha, huh. Now, last week ending, I am going to Tatty Gallery.
Tate.
Tate. And I am not like what I see. Paintings of ladies barefoot up to here. And showing their bosoms and all that. And also paintings of undressed gentlemen showing all
I don't think we're going to the details. That's all right. Anna, can you speak for a minute on life after death?
Yeah. I do not believe in life after death. When you are dead, that is the end.
That's not true. When you die, you go to heaven. Well, us the Catholics go to heaven.
What about everybody else?
Everybody else go to hell.
If heaven is full of Catholics like you, I would prefer to go to hell.
Yeah, I don't think we'll pursue that subject for any more, if you don't mind. Thank you, Anna. Max, a minute, please, on British birds.
I like British birds, especially blondes.
Quiet. That is not very funny, Max.
Sorry. Every day, in the garden of my lodging house, I have many birds. Blackie birds, cocky sparrows, and sometimes a blue breast.
Tit. A blue tit.
Okay. Yesterday, I see a red robin tit.
Well, that's a robin redbreast.
Okay, yes. The British birds, much confusing.
Yeah, well, never mind. Well done. Now, Giovanni, what should we give you to speak about?
Girls.
I don't think so, Giovanni. Have you any hobbies?
Sure. My favorite hobby is girls.
Haven't you any other hobbies?
Sure, but not as good.
I know it's difficult for you, Giovanni, but try and speak for 1 minute without bringing girls into your conversation.
Okay. I've got 2 other hobbies. The first hobby is making the wine.
What's the second hobby?
Drinking it. After I drink it, I do my third hobby. But you don't let me talk about that. Hey, my friend Vincenzo, his hobby is pinching.
Oh, you mean he's a thief?
No, not a thief.
But you said his hobby was pinching. What does he pinch?
You don't let me talk about that either.
Thank you, Giovanni. That'll do. Thank you. Ranjit? What can you tell us about evolution?
Nothing at all.
Why not?
I am not knowing what it means.
Well, it means the origin of the species, where we all came from.
Ah, now I am understanding.
Good.
I came from Punjab. He came from Italy. She came from France.
No. You're taking me too literally. I mean, I want you to speak about how life itself began.
1,000 apologies. Life begins when man and lady make love.
Yes, but before that, what happened?
They put the light out?
No. Darwin's theory of evolution, Ranjit, is that life was not created, but evolved from a pre-existing form. The first forms of life were in the sea, and then came creatures who got out of the sea and crawled on their legs, then became four-legged mammals, then came creatures who learned to stand on two legs, and then came the great apes.
And then came the Muslims.
Don't you call me ape, you son of a cross-eyed goat?
If I have any more trouble, you'll both stay behind for extra study. Juan.
Sí, señor.
Let's hear your observations on the stars.
Por favor. Sí, stars. There's plenty stars.
Yeah, well, can you name some?
Sí. Sophia Loren, Brigitte Bardot.
Quiet.
Sorry, Mr. Brown. Just a joke.
Just. If it isn't too much trouble, can you try being more serious for 1 minute?
Sí. Minute, I speak serious. For 1 minute. Stars. In the heaven, plenty stars. Some big stars, some little stars. Some not so big stars, some not so little stars. Some bright stars, some dull stars, some not so bright stars. Some...
Thank you.
Hey, I no speak for 1 minute.
Yeah, well, I think you've spoken for long enough. Thank you. Taro.
Awesome.
A minute, please, on childhood.
Not want to speak about childhood.
Why not?
Very bad time for meal. No parents.
Now, part of your examination next week will consist of reading aloud. That is to say, always. So I thought tonight we'd have a practice by reading out a poem.
Jolly good. I'm hearing a jolly good poem last night. There was a young lady called Nelly who was tattooed all over in Delhi. Right down her back was the Union Jack, and God save the Queen on her belly.
Thank you, Sir John Betterman. Right, now the poem we're going to read is called The Daffodils by William Wordsworth, all right? I'm going to ask each of you to read out a line in turn. We'll start with you again, Danielle.
I wandered lonely as a cloud.
Cloud.
Sorry.
Ali.
That floats on high o'er valleys and hillies.
Vales and hills.
Jolly good.
Julie.
When all at once I saw a cloud.
Crowd. Jamila.
A host of golden daffodils.
Daffodils. Anna.
Beside the lake, beneath the trees.
The. Max.
Fluttering and dancing in the breeze.
Well done. Giovanni.
Continuous as the stars that shine.
Continuous as the stars that shine.
Continuous as the stars that shine.
Better. Ranjit.
And tinkle on the Milky Way.
Twinkle.
1,000 apologies.
Anybody know what the Milky Way is?
Sí, señor. Chocolate.
No, Juan, the Milky Way is a luminous collection of stars.
Sí. Sophia Loren. Brigitte Bardot.
No. Oh, go on, it's your turn.
It's all right. They stretched in never-ending line.
Good. Taro.
Arundel. The margin of the veil.
Well done.
I'm not having four names also.
The prefix for in this case is spelt F-O-R-E and means first. For example, forefinger.
Un momentito. Forefinger, one thumb.
No, not four fingers.
Si. A 1, a 2, a 3, a 4.
This is my forefinger.
No, that's only one finger.
I wonder if I should cancel tomorrow.
Por favor.
Never mind.
All right.
Right, now tonight we're going to look at sentence construction. Now, can anybody give me a definition of a sentence, please?
Me, please.
Yes, Suli.
A sentence is a group of words that makes complete sense.
Very good.
For example, communism is only true way of life.
Thank
or capitalists are enemies of peace-loving people. Or China will
Yeah,
one
I
day
think
rule
you
the
made your
world.
point, Suli. Right, now a sentence contains 8 parts of speech. Can anybody tell me what they are? Come along.
Noun?
Good, excellent.
Pronoun.
Very good.
Hey, why am I very good and she is excellent?
Well, all right, you're both excellent. Right, anybody else?
A verb.
Good.
Adverb.
Well done.
Adjective.
Yes?
Prepositional.
Good, good, yeah.
Conjunction.
Well done. And one more. Come on, doesn't anybody know what the other one is? An interjection. Right, can anybody tell me what an interjection is?
Si, senor.
Yes, one?
Needle. Si, like doctor. Interjection.
No, one, that's an injection.
Ah, so right.
An interjection is a word put into a sentence to express some emotion, such as oh, ah, or hush. Right, we will now construct a sentence starting with a noun. Ranjit, can you give us a noun, please?
Idiot.
Idiot? Surely you could have thought of something else.
I could have said Muslim.
Don't you be insulting me, you vinegar. All right, that'll do, Ranjit. You're here to learn English. Now, kindly keep your personal prejudices to yourself.
1,000 apologies.
All right. Now, give me a noun, please.
A waiter.
A waiter. Good. Now, Max, an adjective. Come along. Look, Ranjit gave us a noun, waiter. You describe him. Is he old, tall, short, thin?
How do I know? I never met him.
We're not talking about an actual waiter, Max.
He's a part-time waiter.
We are trying to construct a sentence. Ranjit has given us a noun, waiter. I want you to give me an adjective that describes him.
Okay. A old waiter.
An old waiter.
With a mustache.
Just old will do.
Okay.
Right, we'll put a definite article in. The old waiter. Now we need a verb, something he was doing. Danielle?
Ooh, making love.
Can't you think of something better that he could have been doing?
But I can't see nothing then better than making love.
Yes, but something more appropriate to a waiter in a restaurant.
Bon alors, he served.
Served. Good. The old waiter served. Now we need an adverb. Taro.
Answer.
Yeah, an adverb, please, modifying the verb served.
Carefully.
Carefully. Carefully. Served carefully. Right. Now, can anybody add anything to that?
The old waiter carefully served fish and chips.
2 more nouns and a conjunction.
Okay, Cocky. The old waiter carefully served 2 more nouns and a conjunction.
All right, first time, Giovanni. In view of the occasion, it would seem appropriate to tell you a little of the history of our British kings and queens. Now, it all started with the Norman conquests.
I have seen that on the television. Very funny English play.
I'm referring to the actual invasion of England by William of Normandy. It was 1066.
Wrong.
I beg your pardon?
1066. Maybe 1056.
It was 1066.
No, cannot be 1066. 60 minutes, 1 hour. it to 6. 6 minutes past 11.
1066 was the year.
So right.
Right. Now, William of Normandy, by the way, does anybody know what other name he was known by? William the...
Conqueror?
Conqueror.
Okay.
Now, he was succeeded by his third son, William Rufus, the Red King.
Oh, blimey. You are having a communist king?
No, he was called the Red King because of his red hair.
Jolly good.
Now, William Rufus died in 1100 after being struck by an arrow in the woods.
Hey, maybe it was Robin the Hood.
No, Robin Hood wasn't born then. He was in the Middle Ages.
How can he be in middle age if he's not yet being born?
Never mind about Robin Hood, all right? Right, now tonight I want to concentrate on English conversation, the sort of things that you have to say during the course of every day, all right? For example, Ranjit, where would you take a check?
Czechoslovakia.
Not that sort of check. Check for a certain amount of money. Where would you take it?
To a bank.
Thank you. Right. Juan,
Sí, señor.
if you felt ill, what would you do?
Go to bed.
But before that,
Take the clothes off.
you would go to the doctors.
No, doctor. Doctor killed my uncle in Madrid.
Really?
Sí. My uncle, he has pain in the chest. He goes see doctor. Doctor, he listen and say, it's all right. 10 minutes later in the street, my uncle, finito.
What, a heart attack?
Motorcar.
Well, you can hardly blame the doctor for that.
Sí. The doctor, he was driving the motor.
Taro.
So,
Although weights are now metric in this country, we still use an old system which is known as what?
sorry, not Noah.
Does anybody know? No?
Avoir du poids.
Excellent.
Merci.
Does avoir du poids ring a bell now, Taro?
Yes, sir. Avoir du poids is French for have you some peso?
Come on, Taro, I don't believe you're that stupid.
Sorry. Just a joke.
Right, come on. In future, kindly leave your jokes at home. Right, Zoltan, I'm going to ask you a question.
Yes, please.
Which shop...
Yes, shop.
Yeah, which shop would you go to buy a packet of cigarettes?
No shop.
Now, come on, Zoltan, you must go to some sort of shop.
Zoltan, no smoke.
Zoltan, there you go for chewing gum.
Sweet shop. Sweet. Anna tells me sweet.
Yeah, no, sweet.
Sweet or sweet, what's the difference?
Well, the difference is, Anna, that you must learn to say were and not the. Were.
The were.
You really got it, then. Try again.
The were?
Try saying voa without the ver.
Over.
Almost. Try again, but this time, don't say were, just were.
Were.
Were. Wonderful.
Wonderful.
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
A wet weekend in winter.
Wet weekend in winter.
Very good.
Very good.
Yes, please.
Do you have a headache?
Oh, no, sir.
Assume you have a headache. Where would you go to get some aspirin?
Tandoori takeaway.
No,
Yes, please. My jolly good friend who is working there always had plenty aspirin.
I meant to buy some aspirin.
Why should I be buying them when I can be getting them from my friend for nothing at all?
All right. Where do you go for aspirin when the tandoori takeaway is closed?
Oh, blimey. Taj Mahal Curry House.
Jamila, would you please tell Ali where you go to get aspirin?
Oh, my chemist.
Thank you. Where are you going now?
To buy some aspirin for headache.
I thought you said you hadn't got a headache.
Oh, blimey, I got one now.
Oh, come on. One. Spell quiet.
Por favor.
Quiet.
Quiet.
No, spell quiet.
How much we pay we are wrong?
10p. Right, Ingrid, give me an example of a preposition.
Will you to dinner take me?
I said a preposition, not a proposition. A preposition shows the relation between a noun or pronoun and some other word. A gift from Mary, a house for sale.
A date with teacher?
Yes, all right, I'll accept.
Oh, good. Tonight we go.
No, I mean, I will accept your answer. Now, Ranjit, how do you pronounce the following? B-O-U-G-H, C-O-U-G-H, and T-O-U-G-H.
You are trying to be catching me out.
And B-O-U-G-H.
Buff.
T-O-U-G-H.
Tough.
C-O-U-G-H.
Cow.
3 out of 3 wrong.
1,000 apologies.
Right, Giovanni, what is meant by vice versa? On second thoughts, I won't ask you that. What is a diphthong?
Is it like a dipstick?
What do you think?
I think I owe you 10p.
Ali, what does the term coup de grace mean? And don't you dare say cutting the lawn.
I'm never hearing of it.
It means the final stroke. It's French.
Oh, blimey. I'm having enough worries learning the English.
Well, it's in fairly common usage. 10p, please. Thank you. Taro.
Aso.
Decline the verb to jump.
I jump up. You jump up. He jumps up. She jumps up. We jump up. They jump up.
Very good, Taro, but you must try not to end every word in O, okay?
Okay.
Jamila, as oil is to water, so chalk is to...
Blackboard.
Cheese. 10p, please.
I am not understand.
Well, it's a phrase that's in common usage. They are as alike as chalk and cheese.
But Master G, chalk and cheese are not be alike.
Exactly so. It means they're not alike.
Hi, Angrezi. I am think it is easier to say they are not be alike than to be talking about chalkies and cheeses.
Yes, well, I admit we do tend to complicate our language. Max, give me an example of a principal clause.
Santa Claus.
Right, just for that, Max, you can write out 20 times a clause is a sentence which is part of a longer sentence.
Okay.
Yeah, but not now, in your own time. And you can give me 10p. Thank you. Danielle, as handsome as a prince, as ugly as...
A Swede.
As ugly as sin. 10p.
It was worth it.
Anna, can you give me 2 different meanings of the word blow?
Yeah. You can blow like so, or you can give somebody a blow.
Thank you, Anna. Right, Zoltan.
Yes, please.
Can you give me the past tense of the verb to see?
Boccianot.
See, saw.
See, saw,
No, Zoltan. Yeah. Today I see, yesterday I saw. Yeah, well, it's not really fair to take one from you.
Boccianot.
Oh, I don't know, though. Right, 80p in 3 minutes. At this rate, we'll soon have a small fortune. Right, now, for the rest of this evening, we are going to have a debate. Now, can anybody tell me what the word debate means? And I don't want to hear anyone say, debate is what you put on the fishing line. Anybody tell me what a debate is? Come along. Suli, what is Parliament noted for?
Corrupt politicians who make laws to oppress working classes.
Yeah, agreed. Well, that's what we call debating. Quite simply, it means to discuss or dispute a given subject, and that's what we're going to do, all right? Do you understand what we're talking about, Zoltan?
Boccianot.
We're going to have a debate, an argument.
Ah, a fight.
No, not with fists, with mouth.
Kiss.
What? Not kiss, with words. Look, just do your best to follow us, all right? Right, now the first thing we need to do is find somebody to chair the debate.
I'm good at that.
Have you done it before?
Sure. Every Saturday I go to chair my football team.
I'm talking about chair, not cheer.
Scusi.
Right, well, I shall be the chairman. Now, what subject would you like to debate?
Girls?
Girls is not a subject. Subjects for debates are usually in the form of questions. For example, should men and women have equal pay for equal work? Should capital punishment be brought back?
Should Enoch Powell be deported?
Yes, that's the general idea. Right, now for our debate, I think we'll take the subject of television. Is television a good or bad influence on the community? All right? Now we need 2 proposers and 2 opposers. In other words, 2 people to speak for good and 2 for bad. Juan, how about you?
Por favor.
Good or bad?
Sometimes I am good. I am bad.
But, not talking about you personally, Juan. Do you think television is good?
Sometimes good, sometimes bad.
Make your mind up, Juan. In a debate, you can't sit on the fence.
I'm not sitting on fence.
Look, forget I asked you.
Hey, what you asked me?
Forget it.
How can I forget it if I don't remember?
Never mind.
It's all right.
Right. Taro, you can be the first proposer.
Also.
Now we need a lady. Jamila, you can be the second proposer.
Gee.
Now 2 opposers. Ali, how about you?
Yes, please.
And Danielle?
Am I good or bad?
Bad.
Oh, I like being bad because when I'm bad, I'm really good.
Well, just remember we are talking about television. Right, now pay attention, everyone. Taro will speak first with the proposition that television is good for the community. Go ahead, Taro.
Also. Television is very good for everyone. More people watch it, more people buy it. And Japan make best television. Japan make best everything. Cars, cameras, radios,
Thank you,
cassette.
Taro. Just remember you are speaking about television, not doing a commercial for Japan.
Also, television is good for teaching. I learn many English words from television, like what a gay day. Don't forget fruto, gamso, mamo.
Thank you, Taro. Right, Danielle, would you present your case against television? Yeah?
Oui. I think television is very bad because it makes people stay up at night instead of going to bed to make love.
Everybody wants to go to bed to make love.
Why not?
That's right. Sometimes it's much better to make a love outside.
In Sweden, we make love everywhere.
Well, I think we are getting off the subject. Now, come along.
Make love. Much better proposition than television.
Come on, stick to the point, please, Danielle.
I think television is very bad for the eyes.
Yes, and also for the legs.
Legs?
See, my brother Miguel, he had bad legs from his television.
How can your brother possibly have bad legs from his television?
He dropped it on his foot.
Shouldn't have asked, should I? Carry on, Danielle.
I cannot think of any more to say after this.
Ah, right. Well, Jamila, would you like to present your case for the good of television?
Gee. I am like very much the television. The television make people most happy with good program like Coronation Street.
Coronation Street.
And last week I am watched this week.
You're watching this week?
Last week.
This week is the name of a program, Ranjit.
1,000 apologies.
And also television is be free.
You have to buy the license.
What license?
Haven't you got a television license?
No need license.
I'm sorry, Jamila, but you do.
No.
Look, it's an offence not to have one. If the detector van comes round, you could be heavily fined.
No.
Look, don't argue, Jamila. It's the law.
Not for me.
Why not for you?
No have television set. Watch next door, they have license.
Thank you, Jamila. Right, Ali, your turn.
Jolly good. I am thinking television is very bad because it is showing too much of the violence.
Good point.
Thank you. Last night I'm seeing somebody been drowned, then shot, and then had their heads chopped off.
What was that, the Professionals or Starsky and Hutch?
Tom and Jerry.
Excuse me, Mr. Brown, can you spare a moment?
Just a moment, Miss Courtney. We're right in the middle of a very interesting debate. Could you wait just a minute, please?
Certainly not.
Oh, very well. Right, Giovanni, out here.
Certainly, Professor.
Right, would you take the chair?
Sure.
I mean, will you chair the debate?
Excuse me.
Right. Let Ali finish and then throw it open, give everybody a say, then take a vote, and if I'm still not back by then, you can dismiss the class and go home, all right?
Okay. Okay. You heard what Professor say? Alice to finish, we have the talk, we have the vote, and then we go home. Okay?
Sorry.
You finish, Ali?
No, I haven't. I was...
You finish! Anybody want to talk? No. Okay, we take the vote. Everybody think TV's okay? Put up the hands. Everybody think TV's not okay? Put up the hands. We call it a draw. Class dismiss!
You going somewhere? Well, firstly, may I say thank you for all your efforts yesterday to help raise the fare for Ranjit. No, it was a remarkable effort, which is more than I can say for your homework. I am not happy with your answers.
And we are also not happy with the questions.
I've got an idea. You're not happy, we're not happy. So if you not give us any homework, we both be happy. Okay,
Silence! Look, in future you will be given extra homework, and I hope that I see some improvement. Some of you are just simply not trying. For example, Max. The opposite of anti-meridian is not Uncle Meridian, but post-meridian. Okay. I know what you're laughing about, Giovanni. Your answer to the question, write a sentence using a metaphor, was unbelievable.
But I did write a sentence using a metaphor.
Oh, yes. Last night I phoned my girlfriend and a metaphor a drink. Ali, for your information, a polygon is a term used to describe a figure with angles and sides and have nothing whatsoever to do with the disappearing parrot. Come on, let's get cracking. Questions and answers tonight. Come on, remember you're here to learn, not enjoy yourselves. Juan?
Si, senor.
What is a colloquialism?
It's a long word.
Yes, but what does it mean?
It means, I don't know what it means.
It's another word for slang.
Por favor.
Slang.
Like a broken arm.
Broken arm?
See, when you break an arm, you put it in a sling.
That's a sling.
It's all right.
Okay, well, I suggest you study Chapter 9, vocabulary.
It's all right.
Taro.
Aso.
Rephrase the following sentence. The lawn needs cutting badly.
The lawn needs cutting goodly.
No, Taro, the lawn badly needs cutting.
Aso.
Hannah, what is the future of the verb I sleep?
I wake.
No, Anna, the future of the verb I sleep is I am going to sleep.
Ja, and after I sleep, I wake.
Giovanni.
Si.
Give me a sentence using the word deliver.
That's easy. Too much vino is no good for deliver.
Are you serious?
Sure, I read it in the newspaper.
Yeah, well, I suggest you study the chapter on spelling.
Okie dokie.
Max, decline the verb to write.
I write, he write.
Wrong.
Okay, I right, he wrong.
I write, he writes, she writes. Concentrate on your verbs.
Okay.
Ali.
Yes, please.
Spell chemist.
Oh, blimey.
K-E-M. Chemist does not begin with a K.
It sounds like it begins with K.
C-H.
But that is making it chemist.
No, the C-H is pronounced K.
Ah, now I am understanding. C-H is K.
Yes.
Oh, blimey. Then last night I'm eating a sandwich with keys and chutney.
It's not a hard and fast rule, Ali. You should study the chapter on consonants.
Jolly good.
Daniel, give me another word for obnoxious.
Swedish. No, she's rude being and then truth-telling.
On Ranjit. If something that is black is blackish, what is something that is red?
A book.
Reddish.
1,000 apologies. But you are right. They are red.
What are?
Radishes. And I like them very much.
It's radishes.
Another 1,000 apologies.
Julie, what is a green belt?
What you wear with your green dress.
A green belt is an area of land on which you're not allowed to build. Jamila, what is the past tense of I ride?
Excuse, Master Ji, I know here question.
What is the past tense of I ride?
I like better when I know here question.
Come along, Jamila, I ride.
I ride it.
Road.
Ah, I ride it on road.
The past tense of I ride is I rode. Ingrid, what is the meaning of the word illiterate?
Someone who's knowing language not.
At last, someone has answered a question correctly. Well done, Ingrid.
The question was easy.
Is yours was?
Listen how she speaks the English, all backwards to front.
That will do, girls. Come on, Ingrid deserves to be complimented. She's the only one to answer a question correctly.
Hey, you not ask Sultan anything yet.
Well, I hardly think he'll understand the question, let alone be able to give an answer.
Please.
What is this?
It's curve.
Book.
Ah, book.
Good. What is that? Window.
Window.
Door.
Door.
Very good. Now, what is this?
Window.
Book. What is that?
Door.
Window.
Door.
Good.
Crumpet.
Proceed, we might as well have a lesson.
Ah, no lesson.
Mr. Brown, not in the class. It's no good to work on Sundays. 6 days shalt thou be in labor.
No, shall
In China, people work every day.
With respect, we are not in China.
Yeah, all right, we will play a game.
Yeah.
Hey, I know a good game. A kick or a kiss.
Never heard of it.
The boys chase at the girls. And when they catch one, they say, what do you want? A kick or a kiss?
That's a good game.
From you, I prefer a kick.
We will play I Spy. Now, that is a game that will help you all with your vocabulary. Now, you give the first letter of something you can see, and everybody else has to try and guess what it is. I'll start it off so you'll see how it's played. I spy with my little eye something beginning with G.
Huh? Gigi!
No.
Giovanni.
Now, I'll give you a clue. I'm sitting on it. Bottom. No, Max. Gate. Hockey. Right, who's going to go next?
Yes, please.
Ranjit.
I am spying with my little eye something beginning with N.
N, everyone.
Nose?
No.
Nettle.
No.
Nestor.
No.
Neck.
No.
Na.
No.
Nail.
No.
Knitting.
You are being stupid. Knitting is not starting with the N.
Well done, Ranjit. Right, we give up. Now, you tell us, what is it that begins with N?
Engine.
Yeah.
You damn fool! You are being more stupid than I am.
You call me stupid, you Pakistani puppet.
Don't you two start again. Sorry. Right, now pay attention. Tonight we are going to play a little game. Pontoons? No, not a card game, Max.
Yeah, I know a good game. Postman's Knockers.
No, we're not playing those sort of games either, Giovanni. No, this is a verbal exercise to help you to improve your English and test your imagination.
Blimey, Ranjit is not having a chance.
What we're going to do is to try to tell a continuing story. That is to say, we could, for example, start with, once upon a time, there was a man called Arthur, and he was a bus driver. And then the next person would add something more about Arthur and the things he did, and so on. You'll soon pick it up once we get started. We'll start with you, Juan.
I don't know this man, Arthur.
Arthur is fictitious.
But you say he's a bus driver.
It's make-believe. I made him up.
Ah, imaginario.
Yeah. I want you to make up a story using your imagination.
I understand. Once upon a time, there was a man called Nicholas.
It's not quite right.
No? Once upon a time, there was a woman called Nicholas.
It's pronounced Nicholas.
It's all right. Once upon a time, there was a man called Nicholas. He was a postman.
Postman.
No. Postman.
A man who delivers letters is called a postman.
A man who stick poster, postman.
Ha! Bill sticker.
No, his name, Nicholas.
Thank you.
All right.
Right, it's your turn, Ingrid. Tell us more about this Nicholas who is sticking up posters.
One man, he's up his ladder when he sees a widow.
What is a widow doing up his ladder?
Widow is in the opposite house. There are 4 widows, 2 upstairs widows, 1 downstairs widow, and a French widow.
You mean windows?
Oh, sorry. The man is house robbing.
Good. Right, your turn, Zoltan.
Please?
Yes. Continue the story.
Bociana?
We are making up a story. Understand story?
Story?
Yeah.
I know a very good story about Aladdin and his wonderful lamp.
This is another story about Nicholas.
Ah, Merry Christmas.
Pardon?
Santa Nicholas comes every year.
Ah, yes. This is another Nicholas, not Saint Nicholas, and he is on a ladder.
Ladder, yes?
Yes, when he sees through a window a burglar, a robber. Now use your imagination and tell us about what happens next.
He sends for ambulance.
Why would he send for an ambulance?
He falls off ladder. Good imagination, no?
Yes. Thank you. Right, let's see what you can do with the story, Anna.
The burglar hears the ambulance, but thinks it is the police. So he climbs back out of the window, up the fire escape, onto the roofs.
Very good. Right, Max, carry on.
There is no way out. He can't go up, he can't go down. Now, the only way he can go is across. It's a big across. So, he gets ready. He runs, he jumps, and he misses.
Well, it's going to be a very short story.
Ah, no, now it's my turn. He does not kill himself because he jumps onto a big lorry full of, how you say, the cut grass.
Hey?
The cut grass.
Hey!
You're not hearing very well.
You are not understanding very well. Cut grass is called hay.
Oh!
No ho, hey.
his life.
Good. Well done, Danielle. Right, Giovanni, your turn.
Now the coppers are coming. The burglar panics. Then he sees it at church, so he goes and knockers on the door. A priest, he hears this knockering, so he come along and open the door. The burglar, he say, Father, I'm in a big trouble. So the priest say, come into the church, my son, and I give you sanctuary. Okay, says the burglar, and sanctuary much.
Very ingenious. Right, carry on, Ranjit.
Meanwhile, the man who is falling off his ladders is telling the police that he's not a poster sticker upper man, but a secret agent. And the burglar man is being a Russian spy.
Well, I must say, you've all got very vivid imaginations. Taro?
Also, Russian spy, knuckle pistol on head, and change your closer to escape.
The plot thickens, right, Jamila?
But the priest is be recover and crawl to be ring church bell. Russian spy, he see him and toing shoot at him. As priestess fall, he is pull bell of rope. Ding dong.
Very good. Ali?
Yes, please. The agent is thinking, hello, hello, that is very strange hearing bells when it is not church-going time. So he is going into the church and finding the Russian spy up the belfry. Come down with your hands stuck up. You are cut, you dirty Russian rat.
Very good. Well, Shuli, I don't suppose there's really much you can add to all that, is there?
Oh, yes, I can. Very devious Russian agent, master of karate, overpowers British agent. Hi, hi, hi! And lands outside where helicopter waiting to take him to safety flies off to Leningrad.
Very good. Well, it's not exactly Alistair MacLean, but well done, everybody. As you may recall, when last we met, I gave you each, for your homework, a different task to do over the weekend. Hope you've all done them, yes? Good. Well, I want you each in turn to stand up and give me a report on your various activities, all right? Now, who'd like to begin? And we'll start at the back, shall we, with you, Jamila. Your homework was a visit to the cinema. Would you like to tell us about the film you saw?
It was be about most beautiful top-class Indian girl who is fell in love with boy from bottom class.
Lower class.
But girl's father is say, no be get married. So they run away. But father is catch them and chop off boy's leggies. Later, father is be die. One day, girl is see beggar man in street. Oh, it is her sweetheart. She cry. No leggies, no matter. You be marry me. Okay, he say. I be go and be make myself look nice.
What, with no leggies?
So he go. Wait, she cry and run after him. And then, blang, big motor car hit her and kill her. It was most miserable film. And I enjoyed it very much.
Good, well done, Jamila. Very good. Taro?
Also.
Your homework was a visit to London Zoo. Tell us about it.
Arrive at London Zoo.
No, Taro. No, London Zoo. Start again.
Arrive at London Zoo.
London Zoo. There are no O's.
Oh, yes, please. There are 2 O's in London and 2 O's in zoo.
Yes, absolutely correct, Ali, but I'm referring to the ends of the words, all right? Now, carry on, Taro, but do try and get out of the habit of ending every other word in O.
I try.
Good.
Went first to see Buffalo.
Buffalo?
Like a big bull.
Oh, buffalo.
Taro, confused.
Yeah, words that end in O, like buffalo or radio or vertigo, you pronounce the O, but where there is no O, you don't add one, understand?
Yes, sir.
I give up. All right, Taro, thank you. Right, now, Ali.
Yes, please.
Now, I asked you to read one of Shakespeare's plays. Were you able to do that?
Most definitely. I'm reading about Sherlock.
You mean Shylock?
Yes, please. The Merchant of Venice.
Oh, good. Carry on.
First of all, there is a lady porter.
Now, her name was Portia.
Yes, please. Now, a man called Bassanio is fancying this lady porter, Portia, but he is broken.
Broken what?
Stony broken and no money.
Oh, you mean broke. Yes, carry on.
So he is going to see his friend Antonio and saying, "Oh, please be lending me 3,000 buckets."
Ducats.
Sorry, please. But Antonio was also broken, so he is going to Shylock, the money-lending man, and asking him to lend him the money. Shylock is agreeing, but on one condition. If in 3 months' time he is not paying him back the money, then Shylock could cut off a pound of Antonio's fleshy.
Why is he wanting a pound of human flesh? Maybe he's one of them cannonballs.
Cannonballs.
Oh, no. He's doing this because he's not liking Antonio. Anyway, Antonio is in a bigger trouble. He wrecked all his chips.
Ships.
Ships. And is not being able to pay back the money. Now Shylock is wanting his pound of flesh. But Lady Portia is pretending to be a lawyer man. And she's saying agreement was for 1 pound of flesh and no drops of blood. Shylock has had it.
How can he have had it when he is not getting it?
You damn fool. You are not understanding the Queen's English.
I know the Queen is English. You think I'm stupid?
Most definitely.
Sit down. Thank you. Right. Thank you, Ali. Very well done. Right. Now, Suli, your task was a visit to Petticoat Lane.
Petticoat Lane, very disappointing.
Oh, why was that?
Not see one petticoat.
Petticoat Lane is just the name of the place. Look, don't you find marketplaces interesting?
Marketplaces full of capitalistic traders selling inferior merchandise to ignorant working classes at inflated prices. Chairman Mao, he always...
Never mind what Chairman Mao says. Thank you, Suli. Well done. Right, Ranjit, your task was a visit to Highgate Cemetery.
And I am finding it very interesting.
Good. Well, tell us all about it.
Firstly, I'm seeing the burying place of Karl Marx.
Ah, yes, the father of communism.
But I'm not understanding which one he was.
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
Was he Chico, Harpo, or Groucho?
Karl Marx was not one of the Marx brothers.
1,000 apologies.
What else did you see?
I'm seeing many beautiful gravestones.
Gravestones?
That is correct. And some of them have written on them beautiful words. I'm writing one down. You are gone, my dearest wife. Still, I feel no pain. For I know at heaven's gate we will meet again.
What's the matter, Giovanni?
I can't help it, Professor. He is so sad. That poor husband, he must have loved his wife very much.
Please don't be upsetting yourself. The husband is being very happy.
How do you know?
He's dying the year after.
Oh, thank goodness. I'm so happy for him.
And they are both being football fans.
Oh, how on earth do you know that?
He's having put on his stone, United Forever.
Ranjit refers to him being reunited with his wife in heaven.
1,000 apologies.
Yes, well, thank you. Well done. Good. Right, Giovanni, have you recovered sufficiently to tell us about your visit to Speaker's Corner?
Okie dokie. First, I take the tube to Hyde Park. Then, for an hour, nothing.
Well, what do you mean, nothing?
Nobody was there.
What, at 10 o'clock on a Sunday morning?
That's right.
Well, that's strange. There's always people at Speaker's Corner every weekend.
I asked a policeman, why is there nobody here? and I find out why there is nobody there.
Well, why was there nobody there?
I was at the wrong corner.
Oh, it's the Tower of Babel. Can't you think of anything better to do than chatter to each other?
Sure. Hey, we go for a cup of tea.
That's a good idea. Don't do no such thing. Sit down, be quiet, and pay attention. Right, you'd better sit next to Anna.
Okay. Hello, Hen. How's it going?
What is your name?
Hamish Hector Dougal Donald Stuart McGregor.
Well, I'll put you down as Jock.
How do you like, Jim?
Well, as you can see, we have a new student.
You're not very lucky for helping me as one of you, you know what I mean? Or as you say yourself, I renew and all that haggis bashing nonsense.
Oh, blimey. What language is he speaking?
Believe it or not, it's English.
He's right enough, you know he's right enough.
If that is English, what language is it that we are learning?
Mr. McGregor is speaking in dialect.
I thought you said he was speaking English.
Oh, it's English, but with a dialect.
Hey, I know all about them dialects.
You do?
Sure, I've seen them on television. Doctor Who and the dialects.
Oh, that's dialect.
Okie dokie.
A dialect is a form of speech peculiar to certain areas. Now, tell them where you're from.
I am a jock.
What is jock? Oh, Master G, please. I know what is jock.
Good. Would you like to tell us all?
A jock is a funny story.
Jamila, that's a joke. Mr. McGregor is from Scotland, which is part of Great Britain. Great Britain is comprised of England, Ireland, Scotland, and Wales.
No.
What do you mean, no?
No, Wales in England. Wales in the sea.
I'm talking about Wales, the country, at the end of the M4.
Sorry. Wrong number.
I'm not quite sure what to do with you for the moment.
Oh, well, as you Sassenachs would say, in that case, we'll just gang away.
Not going anywhere. Just sit down. For a start, you can concentrate on your diction.
Well, I don't know what are you saying?
Well, for example, repeat after me. The fat black cat sat on the mat.
The fat black cat sat on the mat.
No. Let's take each word separately. All right? The. Fat.
The.
No, not fat. Fat.
Fat.
Black.
Black.
Cat.
Cat.
Sat.
Shut.
On
the.
Mat.
Mat.
Good. Now try the whole thing.
The fat black cat sat on the mat.
Now, well, you better just sit there and listen while I get on with the rest of the lesson.
All right, Dave, ever please yourself, son. You're all right.
What are you doing?
Having a dram. Oh, you fancy a touch of stag's breath yourself, why, Ron?
Certainly not. And I don't allow drinking in the classroom.
Oh, see, well, help yourself to smoke if you feel like.
No drinking and no smoking.
God, it's worse than being in a kirk.
Precisely. Right, now, if you recall, I asked you each to write a brief essay on your various beliefs. I hope you've all done so. Sully, would you like to read us out your essay?
What I believe. Firstly, I not believe in religion.
Excuse me, Sully. The subject was what you believe, not what you don't believe.
Firstly, it is necessary to make platform on which intellectual thought can stand. When building house, it is necessary to make firm foundation.
Excuse me, please. I'm not understanding something.
Yes, Ali? What is it you're not understanding?
I'm not understanding a word what she's talking about.
I quite agree, Ali. Sully does rather tend to be dialectically verbose.
Oh, blimey. Now I'm not understanding what you are saying.
Point taken. Right, sit down, Ali. Thank you. Carry on, Sully, and this time stick to the point.
I believe everyone is equal in eyes of state. I believe in Chairman Mao. I believe in dictatorship of proletariat and suppression of capitalism.
Rubbish.
Rubbish? Western world corrupt and evil.
We him and paddle in your paddy field.
I report you to late elections.
Shut your gob.
Kindly keep your remarks to yourself.
Excuse, please.
Yes, Terrell?
Not polite to insult lady. Please. apologize, sir.
Get naughty.
Put up your fist, sir. Aye, yeah.
Okay, Harry Carey, if it's a fight you want, you'll get one. You ready?
Oh, sit down.
Honorable. Must be satisfied, all.
Yeah, well, you can satisfy it after class. Sit down, Taro. And as for you, I'd be obliged if you would keep quiet. Thank you, Sully. I'll read your essay later. Juan.
Si, senor.
Would you like to read us your essay?
Sorai. What I believe by Juan Cervantes, para servirle. So far, so good, eh?
Yes, come on, get on with it.
It's all right, it's all right. I believe in one God. And I believe in Jesus Christ, Spiritu Santo Dominus. Now, Jesus Christ, Spiritu Santo, was the first Roman Catholic.
Oh, what are you on about, you big chanter ass lad?
Por favor.
He was Jewish.
Por favor.
Jock is trying to make the point that Christ was Jewish.
No, he was a Roman Catholic.
No, he wasn't. He was a Jewish.
I punch you in your head.
I'm kicking you up at the back side, and I kick you up the front side.
And please be leaving something for me also.
Okay, who's first?
I'll deal with that. Go on, sit down. As for you, if I have any more interruptions from you, out you go.
All right. Not a word. Stum.
Good.
I go on, Sorai?
No, Juan, your beliefs are just as controversial as Sully's.
Por favor.
No, it doesn't matter. Sit down.
Yeah.
Come on. We'll try you, Ranjit.
I am believing that all men are being born equal.
Oh, no.
Jock, I have warned you.
Oh, come on, Jimmy. I can't be expected to sit here and listen to Charlie Chapati claiming he's mine.
What is he calling you? Nothing, Ranjit. He's calling you Charlie Chapati.
Ah, well, the same goes for you, takeaway Tommy.
I'll give you a bunch of fiber.
Come on, you can all go to tea break. Go on, tea break. And as for you, you can just kind of... Just go. Repeat after me. It's a bra bricked, moonlicht, nicht, the nicht.
It's a bra bricked, nicht, the nicht.
Very good. Try that.
1,000 apologies.
Much better do the homework first, before Mr. Brogno arrives.
That's a good idea. Okay, first question. Give a single noun to replace the following phrase. A person who has reached the age of 100. Anybody any ideas?
Sure. Very old man.
That's not right.
Si, hombre. 100-year-old. Very old man.
Now, we want the one word for someone who's at 100.
Oh, blimey. I'm knowing that. Farouk.
What is Farouk?
My uncle. He's being 100 years old.
That is not being the answer, you tandoori tweet.
All right, you Punjabi prawn. You tell us the answer.
Centurion.
Well, that sounds okay to me.
Okay. Everybody put down centurion. Next question.
Right. Give the past tense and the past participle of the following verbs. Cling.
Clunk.
That's right. Clunk. But that's the past tense. Now we want the past possible. Cling, clung,
clang.
That's right.
Oh, blimey. Mr. Brown will be surprised when he find out how clever we are.
Next question. Past tense and past participle of the word fly.
Flood.
No, not the flood.
Flied.
That's better. Flight.
We want one more. We get fly, flied, fleed. Okay.
Hey, we must do the homework like this every time, huh?
And the next question. Give opposite in meaning to following nouns. Disappointment.
That appointment.
With due respect, opposite of disappointment is joy.
Okie Tokyo.
Can I have some milk, please, Gladys?
Hey, Daniel. What you got in the pram?
A bag of the potatoes.
No potato. Bambino.
Hello, Bambino.
Hey, he speak to me. Nice little boy.
How are you knowing he's a little boy?
Easy. He's got what every little boy has. Blue clothes.
Here, is it yours?
No, it belongs to the family I work as au pair.
Oh.
They had to go out tonight, so I thought I'd bring him here to the lessons.
Oh, you can't do that.
Why not?
Well, it's against regulations. Oh, Miss Courtney would never allow it.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
But what am I going to do? I don't want to miss my classes.
Well, I'll tell you what I'll do. You can leave him here behind my counter and collect him when you go home.
Thank you, Gladys.
Oh, don't mention it.
See you later, boys.
Holy ravioli. What I'm a-thinking now, I could be excommunicated.
I was excommunicated 5 minutes ago.
Give a collective noun to describe a group of footballers.
Real Madrid.
That is no good answer.
The correct answer is a team.
Hey, that's right. Team. Who said that?
I did.
Whoops-a-da-daisy. Hey, how long you been here?
Long enough. Look, homework means work you do at home, individually, not here collectively. Right, now, tonight, by way of a change, we are going to do a crossword. Now, do you all know what a crossword is? Good. Well, I shall ask you each a clue and hope that I get some correct answers. We'll start with you. One.
Sí, señor.
One across, the feminine of horse.
Por favor.
The feminine of horse. You've heard of the word horse?
Ah, sí, sí. Sore throat.
No, that's horse.
Ah, sorry.
Now, come along, the feminine of horse.
Lady horse.
No, anybody know?
Yeah, feminine of horse, mare.
Well done.
Squeeze me, please.
Yes, Ali?
I am thinking mare is not feminine.
Yes, it is.
Oh, no. Mayor of London is most definitely masculine.
That is a different sort of mare. That's M-A-Y-O-R.
Jolly good.
Ranjit, 3 across, not down.
I am knowing it is not down because you are saying it's across.
Not down is the clue.
1,000 apologies.
Well, what is the answer?
No, what is not the answer? The answer is up.
Thank you. Right, Giovanni, 6 across, a punctuation mark used to indicate antithesis or quotation.
Ask me another.
Come along, think. I'll give you another clue. It's not a comma, but it begins with a C.
Question mark.
Don't be ridiculous. Anybody know?
Colon.
Good. Colon. O-L-O-N. Right. Ali, 7 across. A word used to describe a set of 4 musicians.
Beatles.
No, not a group, although the Beatles were one of these.
Oh, blimey.
Think. If you have a cake and you cut it into 4, you then have 4
pieces.
Yeah, but what is each piece called?
A slice?
Water.
Jolly good.
Now, what do we call 4 musicians? Anybody?
Quartet?
Good. Quartet. Well done. R-T-E-T. Right. Suli, 8 across, to tell an untruth.
To spread decadent Western propaganda about Communist Republic of China.
Yeah, well, the correct answer is lie.
Same thing.
That's a matter of opinion. L-I-E. Right. Jamila, one down, the plural of mouse.
Mouses.
Oh, no, Jamila, think. Look at the board. It's M blank C blank. Any idea?
No, Master G, I am also be blank.
Mice.
Ah, Mickey.
Mickey?
Ah, Mickey Mouses.
Mice.
Sorry, Master G.
Right, Taro.
Also.
2 down, to consign or dismiss to an inferior position. Do you know the answer?
Not known. Questionable.
Look, if a football team finish at the bottom of the league, then it means that they are...
Very bad team.
They get relegated. So the answer to 2 down is relegate. Right. Max.
Yes, boss.
4 down, the opposite of wealth.
Skint.
No.
Broke?
No. If you are very poor, what state are you in?
Desperate.
Right, now, can anybody tell me the rule about I and E? Jamila?
I before E, excepting after C.
Very good. One.
Si, senor.
You are not paying attention.
Si, plenty attention.
All right, what did I just say?
You say, Juan, you're not paying attention.
Yes, before that one.
Before that, you're right. I not pay attention.
We were discussing I before E, except after C.
Ah, it's all right.
Spell receipt.
Por favor.
You heard spell receipt.
R, E, C, I before E, except C. E.
Good.
I-T.
Come on, think. You've missed something out. What comes before tea?
Breakfast.
I am not amused. Well, you're not here to make jokes, Juan.
Ah, sorry, amigo.
P-T.
It's all right.
Max, what always follows a Q?
People who are queuing.
The letter Q.
R.
Ah.
Sure. L-M-N-O-P-Q-R.
We're discussing spelling, not the alphabet. If a word begins with Q, what is the next letter?
I don't know, boss.
You.
Me what?
Q-U. Only you can follow a Q.
Okay.
We take temperature from different places. We not put thermometer in mouth.
I am not want to know where you be put thermometer.
We put under.
You have all failed your lower Cambridge certificate examination once, and I don't want a repetition of that at the end of this term. So, tonight, I'm going to ask each of you to pick one of the 10 subjects I have written on the blackboard, and then I shall ask you questions on them. Very straightforward. Music, British history, the royal family, poetry, Shakespeare, etc. All right? Now, who is going to start the ball rolling?
We are not having a ball to be rolling anywhere.
All right, Ali, just for that, you can start. Now, which subject do you pick?
Oh, blimey. Television.
Television. Right. Who is known as the father of television?
Eamon Andrews.
Logie Baird.
Oh, blimey. I'm seeing him last night with his little friend, Boo Boo.
That's Yogi Bear. I'm talking about Logie Baird, the man who invented television.
Sorry, please.
Right. How much is a television license?
I'm not knowing. I never buy one.
I hope you realize you can get into serious trouble for not having a license.
Please tell me something. The money for license is for BBC, yes?
Yes.
Then I'm jolly okay. I only watch ITV.
It doesn't work that way, Ali. You still need a license. Now, Anna, which subject would you like?
The royal family.
Royal family, right. Who is the Prince of Wales?
Harry Seacombe.
Prince Charles.
Yeah.
Which recent King of England was never crowned?
Edward, Duke of Windsor.
Good. Max, pick a subject.
British politics.
British politics, right. Where does the term Gladstone bag come from?
Mrs. Gladstone.
Gladstone bag is the name given to a bag made popular by one of our Prime Ministers, William Ewart Gladstone.
Sorry, boss.
I'll ask you another. What function does the mace have in the House of Commons?
They have the mace.
Yes?
To eat the cheese.
That's mice.
Maybe I pick another subject.
Maybe you just sit down.
Okay.
Danya, let's see which subject you prefer.
I prefer the subject of love.
Yes, I'm sure you do, but that is not written on the board. So would you please pick one that is written down?
Okay. Shakespeare.
Shakespeare. Right. Who was Shakespeare's wife?
Mrs. Shakespeare.
Very clever, but what was her maiden name?
I do not know.
Anne Hathaway. Can you name 3 of the plays Shakespeare wrote?
Romeo et Juliet.
Good.
As you like it.
One more.
I do not know anymore.
I'll give you a clue. King
Kong.
Lear. Yeah. Taro?
Also.
Which subject do you choose?
Poetry.
Poetry. Right. Who wrote Upon Westminster Bridge?
Not know. But seems funny play to write.
It's a poem by Wordsworth. I'll ask you another. Who wrote To a Field Mouse?
Sounds like a man who is crazy in the head.
It was written by Robert Burns over 200 years ago. Jamila, pick a subject.
The Bible.
The Bible, right. Who was Samson?
Victor Mature.
I beg your pardon?
He was being telly last week in film.
Well, never mind the film. Who was he historically?
Ah, acha. He was man who was be very strong. One night, he is be fancy a bit of hanky-panky with woman Delilah. So, he is be hanky-pankying and she is be ask him how he is be very strong. And he is be tell her it is in his long hair. So, one night when he is be fast asleep, she is be give him shorty back and sides. And when he is wake, he is be take prisoner and blinded. But when his hair is be grow long again, he is be pulled down palace.
Is that the authorised version?
It is what I am be see on telly.
Thank you, Jamila. Giovanni.
Si, professore.
Would you pick a subject, please?
Music.
Right, music. Give me something from the Pirates of Penzance.
I never heard of them. Are they a punk or a rock group?
The Pirates of Penzance is one of the Savoy operas by Gilbert and Sullivan.
Oh, I really like him.
Who?
Gilbert O'Sullivan.
I'm talking about Gilbert and Sullivan.
Oh, okay. Any more?
Yes. What can you tell me about Handel's Largo?
Not much. I never drink the stuff.
Silence. Your lack of general knowledge is no laughing matter. Ranjit, it's your turn. Pick a subject.
The British Isles.
Isles. Right. What is the capital of England?
E.
I'll rephrase that. What is the capital city of England?
London.
Correct. Can you name 3 English counties?
Oh, dear me. I am not knowing any English counties.
Not one?
No. The only county I am knowing is the county of Monte Cristo.
That's Count.
1,000 apologies.
Right, thank you. Suli, your subject, please.
Only 2 left. British history.
Right. Who was known as the Black Prince?
Muhammad Ali.
Quiet. Edward, the son of Edward III.
Very sorry.
Right, who invented the cotton spinning machine?
Chang Hoi Fang.
Wrong. Sir Richard Arkwright.
Your Richard Arkwright copy invention from Hoi Fang. Just as all Western imperialists steal invention from Chinese scientists. China first to invent telephone, television, radio, refrigerators, and discover penicillin, radium, and lots of other things.
Rubbish.
No. China not invent rubbish.
Some of them just talk it. Juan.
Si, senor. I pick subject.
Yeah, well, there's only one left. It's Hobson's choice.
No, Hobson's choice. British custom.
Well, that's what I meant. Do you know anything about British custom?
Plenty.
Oh, good.
First, you have green or red.
Green or red what?
British custom. Do you have something to declare? You go on the red. Nothing to declare? Green.
No one.
See, I know.
No, the question is not about those sort of customs. It means the things that we British do that are peculiar to us.
Ah, speak English.
Well, a little more than that one. Look, I'll give you an example. November the 5th, Guy Fawkes Day, is something we celebrate only in Britain.
Ah, any more?
Yes, afternoon tea, cricket, the boat race.
Good. Any more?
Bobber Job Week, Chelsea Flip. Look, I'm supposed to be asking you the question.
So right.
Come along now, settle down. Now, I intend to find out how you're coming along with your English.
We are learning very much the well English.
That's right. I speak the English so good, nobody knows that I'm Italian.
I find that very hard to believe.
You see? Even you don't know.
Silence! Now, I am going to ask you some general questions on everyday topics. First of all, can anyone tell me what the first day of the week is?
Sunny day.
No, it is not sunny day.
Rainy day?
Sunday. Repeat it, please.
It, please.
Repeat the word Sunday.
Sunday.
Mr. Nadim, name me 2 seasons.
Salt and pepper.
Those are seasonings. Now give me the names of 2 of the seasons of the year.
Oh, dearie me.
Anybody?
Springtime.
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 Now, Mr. Nadim, what comes after springtime?
Holiday time.
Summertime.
Jolly good.
Mr. Cervantes.
Si, senora.
What do the letters AC mean?
Por favor.
What does AC mean?
4.
AC has nothing to do with 4.
Sure. AC spade, AC gat, AC diamond, AC
AC means alternating current.
Ah, perdón. Wrong one.
Mr. Papandreou.
Yes, Miss Courtney?
I don't suppose you can give me the name of any other sort of current?
Sure. Black current.
I am talking about electricity. AC is alternating current, DC is direct current.
Okay.
Mr. Nagazumi.
Also.
What would it signify if I said you were a dog in the manger?
Would seem you're crazy in the head.
Beg your pardon?
I am Manlo, not Doggo.
You are also rather stupid. Miss Schmidt.
Yeah.
You are on a train going to Glasgow?
Why am I going to Glasgow?
Doesn't matter why. You want to sleep on the train, what would you ask for?
A bed.
You would have a berth in the sleeping car.
9.
Beg your pardon?
How can I have a birth when I'm not pregnant?
Are you serious?
Wow. I save myself for when I meet Mr. Right.
For your information, Miss Schmidt, a berth, B-E-R-T-H, is the name given to a bed on a ship or a train.
Entschuldigung, you must think I'm very stupid.
That is the most sensible remark I have heard in this classroom so far. Mademoiselle Favre.
Oui, Mademoiselle Courtenay.
Where is St. Paul's?
St. Paul's what?
St. Paul's Cathedral.
I do not know. It's somewhere in London, I think.
It is near Ludgate Circus. Have you ever been to Ludgate Circus?
No. But I have been to Billy Smart Circus.
You're all absolutely hopeless. Doesn't anybody know anything?
Yes, please. I am knowing lots of things.
Are you?
Absolutely.
Do you know what a Philistine is?
Most certainly. It is medicine that is fortifying the over 40s.
It is nothing of the sort.
1,000 apologies.
You are all Philistines.
Oh no, I am Pakistan.
You mean a rise?
Also.
Forget the 20p's. We give you the free line. Now just pick at the match.
Yeah, well, supposing we pick at the match later, all right? Right now we've got work to do. Now come on, in your places. Settle down. Right, now tonight we are going to concentrate on the art of conversation, all right? We'll start with you, Ali and Anna. Do you come out here, please? Now, you have never met before, and you are sitting on a park bench, Anna, when along comes Ali and sits next to you and starts a conversation, all right? Carry on.
Good morning, lady.
Come along, Anna, say something.
I never speak to strange men in the park.
Very commendable, but let us assume that this time you do. Start again.
Good morning, lady.
Guten Morgen.
It is being a very nice day.
Ja?
Anna, this is supposed to be a conversation in English. Up to now you've said Guten Morgen and Ja. Would you try and speak in English, please? Start again, Ali.
Good morning, lady.
Good morning.
Oh, blimey. It is being a very nice day.
Yes. It is nice weather.
Yes. It was also very nice weather yesterday.
Yes. Perhaps it will also be nice weather tomorrow.
Yes. Or perhaps it could be raining.
Yes. Perhaps it could be raining.
Yeah, all right, that'll do. Thank you, both of you. Absolutely scintillating. Right, Juan.
Si, senor.
Would you come out, please? Right, now you are sitting in a restaurant.
Spanish restaurant.
Yes, if you like. When Suli enters.
Perdón, senor. What is a Chinese girl doing in a Spanish restaurant?
She likes Spanish food.
Ah, it's all right.
Right, the restaurant is crowded, but there's an empty seat at Juan's table, all right? Juan, what are you doing?
I was leaning on the table.
Yep. Carry on.
Excuse, please. This seat taken?
No, you sit. You sit.
Thank you. Allow me to introduce myself, Jung Soo Lee.
My name is Carlos.
Juan, what do you mean, Carlos?
I never give my right name when I pick up an name. Plenty smart,
You're not supposed to be picking her up, just having a conversation.
You want a drink?
I don't link. Bad for liver.
Cigarette?
I don't smoke. Bad for lungs.
I bet you're not married, eh?
You are very lewd.
What's the matter with you? I just make a joke. What do you want to talk about?
We could discuss whether dictatorship of proletariat better than dictatorship of bourgeois capitalists.
We can't do that.
Why not?
Because I don't understand what you're talking about.
Suli, does every conversation have to be a political rally?
Chairman Mao, he say, we must try and use every opportunity to spread socialist doctrine amongst unenlightened people.
Yeah, well, I'd be grateful if you would keep Chairman Mao out of the classroom, all right? Thank you, both of you, all right? Now, Max and Danielle. Would you come out, please? Right, now let us assume that you are at a party and you've just been introduced to Danielle. Now use your imagination and make a conversation.
Hello, beautiful.
Hello, gorgeous.
Hey, this party not very good, eh? Why not we go somewhere else?
D'accord. Let's go back to my place.
Okay.
It was a short conversation.
Proceed, please.
Jolly good. Teacher is tolding us to be visiting...
I am not tolding you anything, Ali.
Oh, yes, please. I was being there when you were tolding us.
There's no such word as tolding.
Teacher is right.
Thank you, Anna.
Mr. Brown told us.
The past participle of the verb to tell is told.
Mr. Brown, may I remind you that you are not here to teach English?
Yes, Miss Courtney. Sorry, Your Honour. Right, everyone back? Oh, I must say it's nice to see you all working hard for a change.
Si, Senor Brown. We study for our exam.
Eggs and ham?
Si. In few weeks, we have exam.
The word is exam.
Ah, sorry, Rognam.
Excuse me, Mr. Brown.
Yes, Miss Courtney.
I am extremely worried about the forthcoming examinations, particularly so far as your English class is concerned. Another failure would be unthinkable.
Oh, don't worry, Miss Courtney. This time we will sail through.
You had better. However, in order to reassure myself, I am visiting each class in order to check on its progress. I am just on my way to the woodwork class, but I shall be back in a few moments to give your students an oral test. And I do expect some correct answers.
We'll do our best.
I just hope your best is good enough.
Do not worry, we will be surprising Miss Courtney.
Well, that's exactly why I'm worried.
Por favor.
Yes, Ron.
Did you buy the dog?
What dog?
The one you go see man about.
I went to spend a penny.
Ah, very cheap dog.
All right. Now, I've checked your homework last night, and you're still making far too many elementary mistakes. For example, Ali.
Yes, please.
The letters OHMS stand for On Her Majesty's Service, and not for only Hindus, Muslims, and Sikhs.
Jolly good.
Fine.
Si, senor.
A sextet has absolutely nothing to do with orgies.
Perdón. You're wrong.
I beg your pardon.
Si. Last week I see a film, Swedish sextet.
Yeah, well, never mind what you saw. A sextet means 6 people.
Si, like in the film. There were 6 big Swedish girls with a big...
Yeah, don't just look it up in the dictionary and write it out 10 times.
Sorry.
Su Lee. To complete the phrase as wise as, you could have put an owl or even Solomon, but not Chairman Mao.
Chairman Mao wiser than everybody.
Yeah, but that's your opinion. Anna.
Yeah.
A sorcerer is a wizard and not something you put a cup on. Danielle. Congratulations. Absolutely perfect.
Thank you. But what about my homework?
I was referring to your homework.
Oh.
Giovanni, the correct word to describe a relative by marriage is in-law, as in brother-in-law, and not as you put, outlaw.
It's the same thing.
It is not the same thing. An outlaw is a bandit.
Well, so is my brother-in-law.
Yes, well, I hope you find Miss Courtney's questions as amusing. She'll be here any minute.
Please,
Don't interrupt. I tend to tolerate your frivolous attitude, but you'll find that Miss Courtney is a horse of a different colour.
Oh, blimey. You should not be calling Miss Courtney a horse.
I wasn't, although there may be a certain resemblance.
Mr. Brown, please.
Just a minute, Danielle, I haven't finished yet. As I was saying, Miss Courtney will not be as tolerant as I, but on the other hand, you mustn't let her intimidate you. She may be a bit of an ogre, but she's only human.
Excuse, please, Mr. Blount.
To you, or why are you constantly interrupting me?
I think they are trying to indicate my presence.
Ah, Miss Courtney, I didn't hear you come in.
Obviously.
How long have you been
Long
here?
enough. And now, Mr. Brown, if you don't mind, this horse of a different colour, this human ogre, would like to find out how clever your students are.
Yeah, well, certainly, they're all yours.
Now, who would like to be first? Well, don't all rush to volunteer. Oh, very well. I will ask a question, and anyone who wishes may answer. Now then. What is a circumflex? Oh, come along. Circumflex. C-I-R-C-U-M-F-L-E-X. I'm sure somebody knows what a circumflex is.
Yes, please.
Good. What is it?
No milk today.
I beg your pardon.
So sorry. Circumflex is an accent mark.
Would you bring me that piece of paper, please?
Which piece of paper?
The piece you are hiding in your hand?
You are meaning this one?
Thank you. Mr. Brown? Mr. Brown?
Yes?
Would you wait in the corridor until I have finished with your students?
Well,
Good, and shut the door after you. Oh, and Mr. Brown.
Yes?
You might as well take this. You may need it for your milkman. Now, to continue. I am a foreigner.
Nein, you are English.
Well, let us imagine that I am a foreigner.
Please, Miss Courtney, what kind of foreigner are you be?
Does it matter?
Oh, yes. How can we be imagine when we are not know what to be imagined?
Oh, very well. I am Russian. And if anyone says, well, am I Russian too, I shall scream. Now, Miss Schmidt.
Yeah.
I approach you in the street and I say, please will you tell me the time? What is your reply?
Time you bought yourself a watch.
That is extremely rude.
I do not like Russians.
Let's try with some general knowledge. Mr. Singh, where is Sydney?
Outside, cleaning the corridor.
Not the caretaker, the city.
1,000 apologies.
Anybody?
Australia.
Good. Mr. Nakazumi.
Also,
What can you tell me about the Duke of Windsor?
which one?
There is only one Duke of Windsor.
Not so. Near where I live, there are 3 Duke of Windsor, 2 Dukes of Cambridge, and 1 Prince of Wales.
I was referring to the person, not a public house. Does anyone know what the letters GC mean?
Giovanni Cupello.
George Cross.
What class is he in?
I don't think I can stand anymore. Mr. Brown.
Finished already?
I am leaving while I still retain some shred of sanity.
Well, you obviously didn't give her very good answers.
Not our fault. Questions were too difficult.
Well, you'll just have to work harder, right? It's almost time to go now. Don't forget your homework, please. See you tomorrow.